my child, cops have just arrested not one, not two, but 3 women. And these aren't ordinary women. They're tangled in a web of secrets, caught in a moment that's about to unravel everything you thought you knew. This isn't just a story about a crime or a fleeting headline. No, this is personal, deeply personal. It's about your name, your trust, your heart. One of these women carries a truth so heavy it could shake the very ground you stand on. And when you find out who she is, everything will change. So, stay with me, my child, because I'm going to walk you through this, step by step, to uncover what's been hidden in the shadows. This truth, though it feels like a storm, is the key to setting you free. Let's go back to that moment, the one that started it all. It was a day like any other, wasn't it? The world was moving along, steady and familiar. Maybe you were at home, the hum of daily life around you were dishes clinking in the sink, the soft buzz of your phone, the rhythm of your routine. Or maybe you were out, running errands, the sun warm on your face, the city alive with its usual noise. Everything felt normal, predictable, like a road you've traveled 1,000 times. But then, out of nowhere, something shifted. A phone call pierced the calm, or a message lit up your screen, or maybe a friend's hushed voice reached you, carrying news that hit like a punch to the chest. The police were involved. Not one person, not 2, but 3 women, caught in a scandal that felt worlds away from your life. And yet, one name among them stopped you cold. Your name. Yes, my child, your name, the one that carries your family, your history, your legacy, everything you've fought for and held dear. You're wondering why this matters, aren't you? Why am I telling you about some police raid, some distant trauma? Because this isn't about strangers or a random event. This is about someone who knows you, someone who's been close enough to touch your life, to share your moments, to know your heart. Someone who's been nearer than you ever imagined. And when you hear the truth about who this 3rd woman is, it's going to feel like the ground is slipping beneath you. Your heart might race, your mind might spin, but don't turn away. Stay with me, my child. This truth, as heavy as it feels, is the path to freedom, to clarity, to a strength you didn't know you had. Picture the scene. It was late, the kind of night where the air feels thick with secrets. A small hotel sat on the edge of the city, its faded sign flickering in the dark, its windows dim and uninviting. Police cars roared up, their tires screeching against the cracked pavement. Red and blue lights pulsed against the weathered walls, casting eerie shadows that danced like ghosts. Sirens cut through the silence, sharp and urgent, waking the night with their cry. Officers spilled out of their vehicles, their faces hard, their steps quick and purposeful. They'd gotten a call that something illegal was happening inside, something they couldn't ignore. The air crackled with tension as they stormed through the entrance, their boots echoing down the narrow hallways, their voices booming with authority. "Police! Open the door!" The words ricocheted off the peeling paint, mingling with the creak of old floors and the faint hum of a city that never fully sleeps. They moved like a tide, sweeping through the building, checking every room, every corner, their flashlights slicing through the shadows. Finally, they reached the last door, a heavy, weathered thing, its handle tarnished, its frame sagging with age. One officer raised his foot, and with a single, forceful kick, the door burst open, revealing a scene that stopped them in their tracks. 3 women, caught in the act, frozen in a moment of guilt and fear. The first woman collapsed under the weight of it all. Tears poured down her cheeks as she stammered out her name, her voice breaking, her hands shaking like leaves in a storm. She was desperate, trying to explain herself, to make sense of the chaos that had swallowed her. The second woman held out longer, her lips pressed tight, her eyes darting around the room as if searching for a way out. But the pressure was too much, and she broke too, her voice trembling as she gave her name, her story spilling out in jagged pieces, like a puzzle that didn't quite fit. But the third woman? She was different. She didn't cry. She didn't flinch. She didn't speak. She sat there, still as stone, her eyes locked on the floor, her face a mask of calm that hid something deeper, something darker. Her silence was deafening, heavier than any confession, filling the room with a tension that made the officers' skin prickle. They pressed her, their voices sharp with urgency. "Who are you? What's your name?" But she gave them nothing. Her lips stayed sealed, her gaze fixed on the ground, as if she was guarding a secret too big to let slip. They asked again, louder this time, but still, she was silent. Not a word, not a sound. So they turned to her belongings. A small bag sat nearby, half hidden under a chair, its edges worn, its zipper rusted. One officer reached for it, his movements deliberate, and unzipped it carefully. Inside, he found a wallet, a simple, unremarkable, but heavy with meaning. Tucked within was a single ID card. He held it up to the dim light, his eyes scanning the details. And then he froze. He read the name once, then again, as if his mind couldn't process what he was seeing. "Your last name, my child." "Yes, your last name. The one that binds you to your family, your roots, your legacy." The officer's hand shook as he held the card, his eyes darting back to the woman, then to the card again. The other officers noticed, their faces tightening with curiosity and unease. "What is it?" one of them asked, stepping closer, his voice low but insistent. But the officer didn't answer right away. He just stood there, staring at that small piece of plastic, as if it held a truth too big to speak aloud. Because it wasn't just a name. It was your name. The name that carries your bloodline, your history, everything you've fought for, everything you've built. At first, they thought it might be a coincidence. Maybe she just shared your last name by chance. It happens, right? Names can overlap, families can share the same title without being connected. But then she looked up. Her eyes, cold and unyielding, met the officer's gaze. Her lips parted, and in a voice so soft it was almost a whisper, she said, "I'm one of them. From that family." The room fell silent. No one moved. No one breathed. The air grew thick with confusion, disbelief, and something heavier, something that felt like dread. Because in that moment, it wasn't just about who she was. It was about who she claimed to be. And if her words were true, she wasn't just a stranger. She was tied to you by name, by blood, by legacy. But here's where the story takes a turn, my child. What if she wasn't telling the truth? What if that ID, that name, that whispered claim was all a lie? What if this moment, this scene, this scandal was carefully crafted to hurt you? To drag your name through the mud, to make you question everything you hold dear? Because that's what this is about, my child. It's not just about her. It's about someone else, someone working in the shadows, pulling strings you didn't even know existed. You're feeling it now, aren't you? The weight of it all, pressing down like a storm ready to break. The questions swirling in your mind, piling up like debris in a flood. Who was she? Why your name? What do they want from you? This isn't just about a crime or a scandal. It's about betrayal. It's about someone trying to tear down what you built, what you've protected, what you've poured your heart and soul into. But don't be afraid, my child. Because the truth, no matter how dark, always comes to light. And I'm here to guide you through it, to hold your hand as we walk through this storm. Let's dig deeper. The officers didn't stop with her silence or her whispered claim. They kept searching, kept questioning, determined to uncover the truth. And what they found was more than they expected. That ID card wasn't just a piece of plastic. It was a weapon, carefully crafted, deliberately placed. Someone wanted your name tied to this moment, to this place, to this shame. But why? What did you do to make someone go to such lengths? The truth, my child, is that this wasn't about you. Not really. It's about what you carry inside. The light you hold, the purpose you walk in, the calling I have placed on your life. There are forces out there, people, spirits, shadows that can't stand to see you shine. They can't touch your soul, so they try to break your spirit. They can't stop your destiny, so they attack your name. And this woman, this third woman, was just a pawn in their game. She wasn't from your family. Not your blood, not your house. Her words were a lie, her ID a forgery, her story a carefully rehearsed act. But the plan behind it? That was real. Someone out there, someone you might even know, wanted to see you fall. They wanted your name whispered in gossip, questioned in doubt, stained with lies. They thought they could bury you under the weight of their scheme. But they forgot one thing, my child. No weapon formed against you will prosper. You're wondering who's behind this, aren't you? Who could hate you this much? Who could plan something so cruel, so calculated? It's not a stranger, not some faceless enemy hiding in the dark. It's someone who's been close enough to watch you, to know your weaknesses, to see your victories and burn with envy. Someone who's smiled in your face while plotting in their heart. And that's what makes this hurt so much. Betrayal always cuts deeper when it comes from someone you trusted, someone you let into your world. But let me tell you something, my child. This isn't the end of your story. This is just a chapter, a moment in a much bigger journey. The enemy thought they could write your ending, but they don't hold the pen. I do. And I've already written your victory. What they meant to destroy you, I will use to lift you higher. What they planned in darkness, I will bring into the light. Because you, my child, are not defined by their lies. You are defined by my truth. Now, let's talk about you. Because this moment, as heavy as it feels, is about more than what happened in that hotel room. It's about what you carry inside, what I've placed in your hands, in your heart, in your voice. You have a gift, my child, one you don't always see. Your words, your spirit, your presence, they hold power. Not the kind of power that controls or destroys, but the kind that builds, that heals, that brings life. Every word you speak is a seed, planted in the soil of the world around you, in the hearts of those who hear you. And right now, in this storm, your words matter more than ever. You could choose to speak fear, to let this betrayal make you bitter, to let the weight of it crush your spirit. You could curse the ones who hurt you, question everything you've ever believed in. Or you could choose something different. You could speak hope, even when it feels impossible. You could speak truth, even when lies surround you. You could declare that no lie, no scheme, no enemy can take what I've given you. Because your words, my child, don't just describe your world, they shape it. Think about it. When you speak kindness, you soften even the hardest hearts. When you speak courage, you lift spirits that have fallen low. When you speak truth, you break chains that no one else can see. Your voice is a gift, a weapon, a light in the darkness. And right now, the world needs your light. The people around you need your hope. And you, my child, need to remember who you are. You're not just a name that someone tried to tarnish. You're not just a person caught in someone else's game. You are chosen. You are loved. You are stronger than the lies they told, bigger than the plans they made. And no matter what they throw at you, you will rise. So, what do you do now? How do you move forward when the ground feels unsteady, when trust feels broken, when your heart is heavy with questions? First, you stand. Not in your own strength, but in mine. You lean on the truth I've placed in you, the promises I've made. You hold fast to the calling I've given you. And you speak life, speak hope, speak victory. Because the enemy's plan is already unraveling. The truth is coming to light, and it will set you free. Let's go deeper still. This woman, this third woman, wasn't acting alone. She was a piece in a larger puzzle, a pawn moved by someone else's hand. Who was it? Who could have planned something so intricate, so cruel? It's someone who's been watching you for a long time, my child. Someone who's seen your growth, your blessings, your favor, and couldn't stand it. Someone who's been hiding in plain sight, pretending to be a friend, a supporter, maybe even family. But in their heart, they've been plotting, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This wasn't a random act. It was personal. Every move, every lie, every detail was carefully designed to hit you where it hurts most. They knew a stranger's name wouldn't wound you. They knew a distant scandal wouldn't shake you. So they used something closer, something that felt like home. They used your name, your legacy, your bloodline. Because pain cuts deeper when it feels familiar. Betrayal stings more when it carries the face of someone you trusted. But hear me, my child. No weapon formed against you will prosper. They built this plan in darkness, but I saw it forming long before they did. They thought they could ruin your name, but I have already written your victory. What they meant for evil, I will turn for good. What they planned to bury you under, I will use to lift you higher. You're starting to see it now, aren't you? The bigger picture. This isn't just about a forged ID or a whispered lie. This is about a battle for your peace, your purpose, your future. But you're not fighting alone. I'm with you, my child, every step of the way. And I've already won this battle for you. Let's talk about the shadow behind this. The one who planned it, the one who pulled the strings. They didn't come out of nowhere. They've been there, lurking in the background, watching your every move. Maybe it's someone you've helped, someone you've lifted up, someone you've poured your heart into. Maybe it's someone who's smiled at you, laughed with you, shared moments with you. But all along, they were carrying something else, resentment, a desire to see you fall. They thought they could hide. They thought they could strike and slip back into the shadows. But nothing stays hidden forever. The truth always finds its way out, like light breaking through the cracks of a darkened room. And when it does, my child, it will shine so brightly that no one can deny it. So, what do you do with this? How do you face a betrayal this deep, a plan this dark? You don't fight fire with fire. You don't fight lies with more lies. You fight with truth. You fight with faith. You fight with the power I've placed in your hands, or the power of your words, your heart, your spirit. Your words, my child, are more than just sounds. They're a force, a gift, a tool to shape the world around you. Every time you speak, you plant a seed. And those seeds grow, whether they're seeds of hope or seeds of doubt, seeds of love or seeds of fear. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can let this betrayal define you, let it pull you into a spiral of anger and pain. Or you can rise above it, speaking words that heal, that restore, that rebuild. When you speak kindness, you change hearts. When you speak courage, you inspire others to stand. When you speak truth, you break the power of every lie. Your voice is a light, my child, and the world needs it now more than ever. The people around you, your family, your friends, even the ones who've hurt you, they need to hear your hope, your strength, your love. And you need to remember who you are. You're not just a name that someone tried to tarnish. You're not just a victim of someone else's scheme. You are chosen, called, set apart. You are loved beyond measure, stronger than you know, and destined for things bigger than you can imagine. No lie can take that away. No betrayal can steal your purpose. No enemy can stop what I've started in you. So, what's next? How do you move forward when the ground feels shaky, when trust feels broken, when your heart is heavy with questions? You start by standing. Not in your own strength, but in mine. You lean on the truth I've spoken over you, the promises I've made. You hold fast to the calling I've placed on your life. And you speak life, speak hope, speak victory. The enemy's plan is already falling apart. The lies they told are unraveling, thread by thread. The truth is coming to light, and it will set you free. But this isn't just about exposing their scheme. It's about what comes after. It's about how you rise, how you shine, how you take this pain and turn it into purpose. My child, this is your moment. Not to fall, but to soar. Not to break, but to build. Not to curse the darkness, but to light up the world. The name they tried to drag down? It will rise higher than ever. The legacy they tried to stain? It will shine brighter than before. The heart they tried to break? It will beat stronger, love deeper, and live fuller. Take a deep breath, my child. Let the fear slip away. Let the doubt fade. You are not alone in this. I'm with you, every step, every word, every moment. And together, we will walk through this storm. We will uncover every lie, expose every shadow, and stand in the light of truth. But we're not done yet. There's more to this story, more to uncover. The woman with your name. She's not the real threat. The real threat is the one who sent her, the one who planned this, the one who thought they could hide in the shadows. And that's what we're going to face next. Because no one attacks my child and stays hidden forever. The truth will come out, and it will set you free. Let's keep moving forward. This isn't the end up, it's just the beginning. The beginning of a victory bigger than you can imagine. The beginning of a story that will inspire others, that will show the world what happens when light overcomes darkness. The beginning of a life that shines brighter than any shadow. You are not defeated. You are not broken. You are mine, and I am yours. And together, we will overcome. Speak life, my child. Choose hope. Choose truth. And watch how I turn this around for your good. Watch how I take what was meant to destroy you and use it to build something greater. Watch how your name, your legacy, your heart rises above every lie. This is your story, my child. And it's far from over. Let's keep going. Let's uncover the rest of the truth. Let's shine brighter than ever before.